Hey guys, it's Shannon. It's Haul Friday again, and I skipped last week, and I apologize for that. I actually did have some things to show you last week, but we were having such strange weather. It was hot, but the heat was causing Okay, so let me show you what I got. The first thing that I got, I shopped with Smashbox again, and I'm not going to show you guys. You guys will remember a haul or two ago that I ordered the eyeshadow torch, which is kind of an orangey, goldy color. And so I ordered another one of those. And if you guys remember, if you've watched my hoarder videos, my Collectors Anonymous videos, you remember at the end I did a video where I talked about, you know, how to make money while you spend money, and that I always buy two things. You know, I buy one for myself, and then I buy one for somebody else, and then I save the money for a third. Well, you know, I really do that. So I wanted another torch because I bought one for myself, and I needed, you know, one to cover a future gift. And so I could have ordered them together, but here's what I did. I worked the system because Smashbox always has free shipping in the US, and they also on Tuesdays and Thursdays they have this Let's Do Lunch thing where they offer a free full-size product regardless of your purchase size. So if you make any purchase between, I forget what the hours are, I think it's like from 10 to 2 Pacific time or something like that. You check the website to find out for sure if you're interested. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, if you place your order in between those times, you get a free full-size product from them. And so the first time I ordered, you guys saw that I got the cream blush. Well, I mean, I decided to work the system and place the order separately. So I ordered the first time, I got the free cream blush and, you know, some samples, and then I placed another order last week or the week before. And so I'm not going to show you the torch again because you guys have already seen that. But the free item that they gave for the Let's Do Lunch is, I got this out already. It's the Soft Lights tint. Hopefully you can see it. And so I decided, why, you know, that's why I split it up. I decided, well, why order them all together and only place one order and get one free thing when I can order them separately, place two orders, get two different products that I can try by Smashbox, two different things, because they offer something different every time. So every Tuesday, every Thursday, there's always something different. So I decided, you know, why not try two different products by Smashbox for free, and then it might be something I would repurchase in the future if I really like it. And the shipping is free all the time in the US anyway, so there's really no reason not to. So that was my free item, and then the deluxe samples, my brain's not working, can't think of what I'm trying to say. The deluxe samples were the same as they were last time. So really the best deluxe sample is a lip gloss. I think it's got the most product in it. But I didn't want two of those because I wanted to be able to try something else. So I got the Smashbox Sheer Focus Tinted Moisturizer. This is in Luminous. And you can see this is a much smaller, I mean, it's still a nice sample, but it's much smaller than the lip gloss. I also got the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. I think I got this last time too. This is just kind of like an extra sample. And then they actually threw into my order. I didn't know that I was getting this. I mean, I knew when I placed it, but there were no offers telling me that I was going to get it. This is the Smashbox Hyper Lash Mascara. It's just a sample. Okay. Then I get emails from all kinds of places. You know, I'm always keeping track of what's going on in the beauty and fashion industry, and I'm tracking that kind of stuff all the time. Well, I got an email from Coastal Scents, and they were doing 33% off. And actually right now, or maybe it was last weekend, they had a 40% off too, but since I just ordered for them, I didn't want to order again. So they were doing 33% off a lot of their palettes, and I think they do this sale pretty often. And I always kind of put off ordering from them because they do have a free shipping offer, but they don't do good free shipping offers very often. I think it's basically free shipping if you order $50 worth of product. So they had 33% off a bunch of their palettes. And so I debate about them all the time because you get real kind of mixed signals about whether they're good products, bad products. Some people really like them. Some people are kind of like, it's not what I expected. And you know, I have tons of makeup, so I don't really need a palette with all those colors because I have lots of palettes like that already. But you know, I did kind of want to try them, so I ended up tweeting. I actually tweeted Emily Noel, 86. I tweeted her and I said, because I felt like she would really tell me, you know, the truth, even if she has had some kind of a sponsored video by them in the past and like the product. I felt like she would really say whether she really liked them or didn't like them, and whether she even touches them at all or they just sit. So I asked her, I said, you know, what's the deal with Coastal Scents? Do you like them, not like them? And then which palettes would you recommend over all the rest? And so she tweeted me back and she told them that she really does like them, and then she gave me a couple palettes that she really liked. One of them I think was the Warm palette. She listed another one of the 33 color, 33, maybe 28, I don't know. A couple of the palettes that she told me. So I said, oh, you know, okay, I'm going to go ahead and order. So real quick, I'm just going to show you the samples that I got. This is a cool white satin eyeshadow sample that they send. It's like a little loose pigment in a little jar. And then they also sent me these little mini brushes, little travel brushes, I guess. Okay, so I decided to go ahead. I had a gift card anyway, a Visa gift card that I was given for Easter, and so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and spend the $50 and get the free shipping and get quite a few palettes from them, and that'll really give me an idea of how a lot of the products are, so that when people are asking me what I think about it, I can really kind of tell you, you know, I haven't just tried one palette. So part of the offer that they had at the time, I think it was if you spent $8, I don't remember exactly, but you got this little case, and it's just kind of a little, you know, I guess brush case. It'd be good to throw a couple brushes in and throw it in your bag to keep your brushes protected. But I do like, you can see that there's, it's gold, you can see the gold material, but there's like a clear plastic lining over it. So that's good because it makes it really easy to wipe out, you know, if you have to throw them in there dirty. It's really easy to clean later. So it was kind of a nice little freebie. But now I want to show you the part that you're actually interested in, which is the palettes that I got. So the first one that I decided to purchase, I debated between the standard palette, the one that has all the bright colors in it. Because they were on sale, it was only like $10 and some change. But I really started thinking about it, and I thought, you know, I have a lot of those kind of colors in other palettes or in, you know, single eyeshadow colors. They're all basically matte colors, so I can get matte, bright colors anytime, anywhere. It just wasn't where I wanted to spend my $50 with all of the variety of palettes that they have. You know, there's other palettes that I still want, like the Winterberry palette and that kind of thing, but you know, I just wanted to be smart about my choices. So I decided to get the 88 Ultra Shimmer palette instead, because it's basically all the same It's basically all the same colors as the regular palette, but they're shimmery instead of matte. Now, some people don't like shimmer shadows, and you know, that's okay if you don't. Then definitely go with the matte one. It's $1 or $2 cheaper anyway. But for me, I have so many matte shadows. Shimmer shadows are what I want. You know, that's what is different to a lot of my makeup. So, and that's what gets me excited about makeup and things, and makes me feel like something is girly, is shimmer and glimmer and bling and, you know, glitter, all that kind of thing. So I'll just show this really quickly. Everybody has these, and you can see them all over, and you can see people using them all over. I'm not going to hold it up because we already know that they're famous for the colors falling out. So I'm just going to do my best at letting you kind of see what it looks like. And they did ship it really well. I know a lot of people are usually concerned about them breaking. They had it wrapped really, really well with, you know, bubble wrap and everything else. I also want to show you, to give you an idea of the size of the palette, like next to my head, because some people have been disappointed at the size of the actual colors. They're probably the size of a dime or smaller, just to give you an idea. But anyway, so that's the shimmer palette. And then I decided to get the 88 Warm palette. That was one of the ones that Emily Noel had recommended, you know, first of all, but also because I did get all of those shimmer colors, and they're all bright, and so I wanted kind of the more neutral colors to sort of mix and match. And the palette is the same size, so I'm not going to show you that again, but I will let you kind of see the best I can the colors. Like I said, other people have bought these and reviewed them and used them, so, you know, feel free to do searches on it if you want to see more. It will go on my blog eventually, just like everything else, but you guys know I'm kind of slow with my blog sometimes, because it's the one thing that I have the least amount of time left in my day to really do. But I do have good intentions with it, and I am always going to put, I do take pictures of everything even if I don't get them up on the blog, so everything will eventually be up there. Okay, now the next two palettes are the ones that I think are the most interesting, and I think that you would be most interested in, and they're palettes that I haven't really seen, and I've seen it. I mean, I've seen a ton of videos, like thousands and thousands. And so the first one is the 10 Blush palette. This one I've only seen really maybe once or twice ever mentioned anywhere. And actually, when I was tweeting about all this stuff, some of the bigger gurus were asking me. I was tweeting with and Facebooking with at the same time Dazzle Dust 25, is that her number? And so she was asking me, you know, to let her know how the blush palette is. So it just looks like this. Get the plastic out for you guys. Now these were actually these are a little bit smaller than really what I expected, the blush size. Just based on the pictures that they had, you know, the pictures, they're always blown up, and so it kind of puts an idea in your head what you're getting. They were a little bit smaller than what I expected, but they are, it's a nice variety of colors. I mean, you've got a really bright pink here, which is not looking really bright in my camera, but it's a very, almost a fuchsia type color, and then a bright orange up here. But then you've got, you know, there's a lighter pink over here. You've got some kind of more browny shades, and then this row over here is more orangey shades here. There's another light pink here at the top. So you get a decent amount of variety. And there's a plummy color too. And so I think I'm going to play around with this and see what I think about it. Like I said, they're a little smaller. Let me show you the palette in comparison to you know, the big palette. It's definitely smaller, but plenty of product. Definitely worth it if you, well, depending on how it, the pigmentation and stuff is, but palette size is definitely worth it when you can get it on sale. And then the last one is, and I am wordy today, the last one is the 26 color shadow blush combo palette, and I have not seen this one at all. So this is a combination of eyeshadows and blushes, and this one I think is really great, especially if you're, you know, kind of a newbie, or if you just want one palette that has kind of a lot of everything. It's a very sort of neutral palette, really. I mean, the only color you really get is like, there's a pink up here and then an orange kind of next to it, and everything else is all kind of peach colors that are closer to browns, and plum colors that are closer to browns, and, you know, burgundies. But then you get the 5 blushes at the bottom too. So I know they're kind of hard for you to see. This is kind of a burgundy-ish color blush, like a dark pink, and then this is a very light tan, and these are all kind of shades of browny orange. So the variety on the blush, I can say you're not really gonna, there's no real light pinks or light coral color blushes. These are darker shades, but I think you really could use some of the eyeshadows even as blushes if you wanted to too. So I actually was really excited about this palette. I think this might be the one I'm most excited about because it's kind of unusual as far as their palettes go, and then palettes that you'll see anywhere else as well. So okay, so that was Coastal Scents. Then I've never bought anything off of Etsy before, and I know a lot of people, you know, really like it. To me, it's kind of like eBay in a way, where I kind of feel like there's that big risk of you don't know what you're really going to get kind of thing. Obviously not that people are, you know, like eBay, you might be getting, you know, you might think you're getting MAC and you're getting a fake kind of thing. It's not like that, because these are all supposed to be handmade things by the vendors. But, you know, anybody can be sitting, you know, in their home putting things together, and I mean, you don't know what their home is like. You know, you don't know if they're dirty people, clean people. You don't know if they have any talent at what they're doing at all or not. You just don't know. And so I've kind of always been a little bit, you know, put off by ordering, just because, not that I don't think that there aren't great, really talented people there, but, you know, it's just kind of that whole, what am I really paying for? And a lot of that kind of things, you know, we have tons of festivals around here in the summertime, so a lot of that sort of thing I can find just as easily, you know, at a festival. But I really wanted to kind of order and just really see how the process went. So I was looking online, and you know me, I'm always looking for the best deals. So I did my search. I typed in free shipping, and I searched that way. And then I narrowed it down into handmade, you know, the handmade items, and I narrowed it down to Bath and Body. And so pretty quickly I found a supplier, and they were making these little soaps. Now, another thing was that, you know how I always buy 2, I don't want to just buy 1. And a lot of the vendors, they have listed that they can make more, like they want you to tell them how many you want kind of thing, but they only have listed that they have 1 available. That really annoys me. So if they had their products listed like that, I skipped right over it. I was looking for somebody who had at least 2 listed in the quantity available. And so I found these little soaps. These are goat's milk soaps, and they're in the shape of a heart, and they had little kind of reddy pink glitter on the top, and they were listed to be the scent of Chanel No. 5. And so I thought, okay, they were $1 each, and it was free shipping. So I was like, okay. So I ordered 2 of them. I mean, my whole order was $2. You know, big whoop, right? So I ordered 2 of them. Well, quite a bit of time went by, and I was, I knew that my card had been charged and that kind of thing, but I didn't hear anything at all, like from the seller. Like there was no kind of acknowledgement, like thank you for your purchase or anything like that. Like I did get a confirmation of my order from Etsy, but I didn't hear like a thank you for your purchase, or I didn't get any kind of confirmation that anything had shipped. And so in the back of my mind the whole time I was just a little leery. There's always the possibility that the person will not ever follow through and send you the product, because again, there's no real regulation on who these people are or where they're at, or anything. So that was kind of in the back of my mind, but I wouldn't worry about that until like 3 weeks had gone by, and then I would probably dispute the charge on my card or with Etsy or whatever. But not a ton of time had gone by. I just was conscious of, am I going to hear something from them, or am I going to be told when the product ships, or is it going to just show up, or am I going to have to, deal with it? So this weekend, I actually ended up getting the package. And so that was a little bit of a delay, but I was actually surprised to get it, because since I hadn't heard anything about it shipping, I kind of thought, oh, well, I guess they did ship it, and they just, don't give any kind of confirmation. Well, when I got the invoice, first of all, the amount to ship it was more than the amount that I paid for the products, which you kind of know, but a lot of people will do that just because, they know that this is kind of a sample for you, and that if you like it, the idea is that they're hoping that you'll purchase from them again, and then they will start to make regular money from you. So when I got my order, there was a little, packing slip in there, and the lady, I guess her name is April, she actually wrote me a little message in here, and she basically was apologizing for the delay in the shipping, which I think is really nice, because I really didn't necessarily feel like it was a delay. I know that people, especially people that are probably selling on Etsy, most of them do that on the side. It's not their full-time job. They have lives going on. A lot of them, it's just a hobby that they enjoy, and they're just trying to make some money back, so that they can continue to afford to do it, kind of thing. And so I really didn't feel like it was a delay. I figured as long as they ship it within the first week or so, that's good timing in my mind for somebody who's doing something out of their home. But anyways, she basically apologized for the delay, and she told me that she's actually shutting down her Etsy store for a while. She had a bit of a family emergency, and I don't want to tell her business, but she had a bit of a family emergency, and so she's just going to shut it down for a little while. But she did say, she's hoping after everything calms down that she can open it again. She was saying, I hope that you'll, come back and purchase with me again. So I am going to tell you guys the name of the seller. Her name is Ivydale Acres. Ivydale Acres. But, you're going to have to go back and kind of look for her products over time, I think, and hopefully she'll open her shop again. But just keep in mind, if you're looking for her on Etsy, she may have it shut down for a while just to get her family emergency kind of under control and deal with it. So, but I would encourage you guys to check her out when she's up and running again. So, anyway, long story longer. Like I said, I ordered 2 of them because that's what I do. And so these are supposed to smell like Chanel No. 5. And I don't really know if that's what they smell like or not. The scent is, it's kind of a soapy, normal scent. Some people would like it, some people wouldn't like it, whatever. It's just, for me, it's just something that's cute, and it's a cute little gift to tuck in into a bigger gift. Like if you're doing a gift basket or something, having one of these tucked down in it is just cute. So I'm not really that concerned about that. When I placed the order Remember how I told you that I was specifically looking for people who had the quantity available listed. I didn't want them to say that they only had one, but you know, if you want more, tell me, because I want them to be responsible. And if they have 3, say they have 3. If they have 27, say you have 27. If you really only have 1, say you only have 1. Well, she had listed on there that she had 3 of them available. And in her little apology letter, she sent me some extra stuff to apologize for the delay. So I think it's a combination of her apologizing for the delay, and then also too, she may have done it just because she's planning to shut the store down anyway, and she just didn't want the products laying around the house that, you know, she wasn't going to sell. So she sent me a third one. So I think maybe she just sent me all 3 of them just to get them, you know, just to be done with it. But that was very nice. And then she sent me one that's listed in honeysuckle. This does smell like honeysuckle. It does have a honeysuckle scent to it. So that was really nice. And then she sent me 2 little sample nuggets. This one is woodberry, and it's kind of got 3 colored, like a brown, then orange, and then, you know, like a white color at the top. It's kind of a woody, you know, a woody scent. And this one is Boston Tea Party, and this one I opened and it does smell like tea. So anyway, so I thought that was very nice of her, very kind of her, and I hope, if for any reason she would ever watch this video, I hope that everyone is doing well and that it goes very smoothly for her. So anyway, Ivydale Acres. Okay, the last thing is I went to CVS. I had a coupon that I've had for like a month for like $3 off or something, and I've gone in a couple times before, and I don't know, I didn't use it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use it on, and I mean, I've bought some things where I probably could have used it, but I didn't. So anyway, it was going to expire yesterday, so I went back to actually use it before it expired. And I had in my mind, I keep debating about the Physicians Formula. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's the blush. They have the blush and the powders that have the hearts in them. And I want the blush. It's called Rose something. Because when they came out, I saw them when they first came out, before nobody had talked about them or anything, and they just made me happy. It was before Valentine's Day, it was winter, it was blah, you know, the weather's bad, and I saw them, and seeing it cheered me up. So, you know, I've wanted it for a long time, but they're expensive. They're like 12 and some change, 13 and some change, 14 and some change. And I just didn't want to pay that much money for it. And so I've carried it around many times debating on getting it. I carried it around before with my coupon debating on getting it. And I still ended up putting it back this time because my CVS has 2 of them. One of them, somebody got into the package at one point and swatched it. And I just don't want, you know, I don't want that. But then the other package, there's a couple things going on. One is that it looks like the spray isn't quite lined up, like the colors are all kind of shifted a little bit. But really, every time I look at it, the real reason that I haven't bought it is because it looks to me like those colors are really just an overlay, that they're just, you know, oversprayed onto a regular blush color. And that's not as much fun to me. I don't want to use it a handful of times and then get down to just one regular old blush color, especially at the price that they cost. So I don't know. I may end up buying it sometime in the future, but I just don't like products that have oversprays. I don't like that. So, you know, and they have plenty of other blushes that have the color all the way down, like the ones that have the wavy lines and the bars and the circles with the bumps. I mean, you know, they have all kinds of fun packaging. So I can get another product from them that has the color from top to bottom and doesn't have an overspray. So I put that back. And then I debated for forever, like, what did I want? I just didn't know what I wanted to spend my money on. L'Oreal has some new lip glosses out, and I almost got one because there's a color, I can't remember what it's called now, sorry. But it's like a perfect peach pink nude color. And I think they're priced at like $9 and something. I mean, they're a little pricey. But as I looked at it, I thought, you know what, this is, I bet you anything, this is the tubes that they have that are like the Juicy tubes. I think they've discontinued them. The one in bubblegum that I already have anyway, I guarantee you anything that it's probably the exact same product that was in those tubes, and they've just repackaged it and they're launching it as a new product again. So, because the color looked, I mean, really exactly the same to me. So I didn't get that. And then Milani products, I'm so attracted to Milani products, but I can never decide what I want to try. And like the little single eyeshadows that are super, super glittery, I love those. I love to look at them. They're so pretty. But I think I swatched them before, and it's like they're real kind of a glittery consistency, and it's not a real super color payoff type situation. I know you can use them wet to dry, but so I'm kind of hesitant about, you know, buying one because I just don't know if I'll really like it as much as I want to like it. And then they have the glitter eyeshadow stuff that's in the tubes, and I looked at one of those. I don't know, I was on a glitter kick. I looked at those, but the colors they're all kind of dark colors. It's a little bit odd, so I didn't get any of those. I really want some of their Mosaic blushes, but my CVS doesn't carry them Mosaic blushes. The only place I've seen those is at Kmart, and so the whole reason for me being there was to use this $3 coupon. So the Mosaic blushes are at a different store, so I'm obviously not going to buy those. They have blushes there, but I mean, I just bought this palette, so the regular blushes to me aren't really anything like so special that I need to try them right now. Just, you know, I just can't decide like what I want to try from them. I like the little bar palettes. I'm really attracted to the way those look, but you know, those seem to break easy. I mean, every time I go somewhere I see one that's broken, and obviously somebody's dropped it, and of course if you drop something it's likely to break, but whatever. So they also, one thing I'm really interested in with them, it's not anything new. I mean, I've had products just like it before, but they have body like body bronzer, and it comes in a little tub, but the tub is like glassy. You can just see the shimmery colors through it, and but I have tons of bronzers already at home. Like Avon has sold them for years like that, so I have a bunch of them already. So I ended up not getting that. That might be something I might go back and purchase though in the future. I just couldn't find anything. I just couldn't decide like what I wanted. So I ended up going over to the Wet n Wild section because there's a couple things. Like I have the blushes, I have all of them. I have 2 of them, and there's really only 3 colors and a bronzer, so it's like I may as well get the 3rd color and maybe the bronzer at some point. You know, I have some of the Color Icon palettes. I don't have all of them, so I could always, you know, buy more of those. But those are all like $2.99, so they're actually less than my coupon was anyway. But I decided to go ahead and finally get the one of these palettes, which you guys have seen these a million times. This is a Vanity palette, because I don't have any of these, and I know these are the ones that everybody compares to MAC eyeshadows. You know, they all have MAC eyeshadow dupes in them and that kind of thing. So this is what I got with my coupon. I decided I'll go ahead and start, you know, collecting these. And then along with that, this is something I'd picked up there before, but I ended up not getting it, and I decided to go ahead and get it this time. Revlon, my 2 favorite nail polishes are Revlon nail polishes and Avon nail polishes. of all time. They last longer than every other polish out there. I mean, you know, OPI and China Glaze and SE and those, I mean, they have pretty colors and they do these fun collections, but the quality is not worth the amount of money that, you know, you pay for them. They chip really easy, a lot of them, and a lot of them aren't, you know, you really have to put on a lot of layers and all that kind of stuff, and I always end up being mildly disappointed in that every time I use one, because I'm so used to Revlon and Avon that you put on, they last forever, you know, they look great, blah blah blah. So everybody knows, or I think everybody knows by now, that Revlon has the scented nail polishes that when they dry they're scented, and last year I did a blog post, I might have done a video, because I have the color Beach, which is the green color, and Lollipop 26 has just recently discovered Beach, and so she had tweeted about it and was really excited about it, maybe just a week or two ago. And they do have really great colors. The thing that draws me back to them is that I'm curious if they smell different or not. And so, and Revlon has had these for years. I mean, I remember seeing them back in like, probably like 97, 98. You know, these really aren't anything that are new, but it's, you know, the scented thing. Anyway, this one was on sale in the clearance. My CVS doesn't carry the scented line anymore, so this is one they had left over, and it's the Cotton Candy, and it's just a really kind of pretty iridescent sort of pink. Put my hand behind it, maybe you can see better. Probably not. Just a pretty iridescent pink, and the reason I didn't get it before is because I have a lot of pretty iridescent, like light colored sort of pale pinks, and so I just was like, you know, I just don't need another pink. But I'm still curious about if they all smell different or if they all smell the same. And so it was on sale for $2.40, so I went ahead and got it. And so now I have this one and the Beach. There's a blue, I think it's a blue color that's part of the scented line that is to die for, but I haven't seen it in the stores anywhere recently. So anyway, so that's my haul. I can't seem to keep the haul videos down to any kind of reasonable amount of time. But I think it's because I've gone so long. You know, I really haven't been doing videos where I talk to you guys lately. I've been doing a lot of the product feature videos, and I always just film myself putting it on so you can see the products, and then I just add music to it. So I think that's why they're so long, because I just feel like starved to talk to you guys and hear back from you guys. So I think that's why my haul videos keep ending up being so long and wordy, because I just miss you guys. So, okay, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you're enjoying some nice weather, and I hope you have a great 4th of July if you're in the States. Okay, bye guys.